Hey guys, welcome back to another Minecraft video, and today I am doing a mod review on the 1.7.10 mod called Tinker's Construct. And today, this is what I'm showing you. So let's start off with the smeltery. The smeltery is a basic thing to make all your tools and stuff for Tinker's Construct. Well, your good tools. So I'm going to explain all these blocks to you. So, to start off, seared tank. This keeps the heat of a smeltery and keeps any fluids in it when harvested. This is the smeltery controller. This will basically control the whole smeltery, and when you click into it, it'll bring up the GUI to actually melt all the stuff. And that is molten aluminum brass, which I will get to in a little bit. This is seared glass. This you don't have to have in a smeltery, but it's good to have, because then you don't have to keep looking for lava all over the world. And once you run out of lava in here, or here, then you actually get refills from these seared tanks. This is called a casting basin, and basically, if you have any extra stuff, you know, like extra, what's it called, molten stuff in here, you can right-click this drain, faucet, then it will come out into a block form, and it will solidify after a few seconds. This is called a casting table, and we'll get to this later, but just keep that in mind, and you need a faucet to use this, and you can't just put a faucet anywhere, so you need a smeltery drain, and that's where you put the faucet on. So, put the faucet right there. And then, yeah, that's the smeltery thing. And that's a smeltery in a nutshell. And, I forgot to mention, you need to make this a 3x3. So, you know, 3x3 on the inside. So I would say 5x5 on the outside, but you do not need corners. And basically, to get the actual smeltery to work, you need the smeltery tank, you need sear tank, and the smeltery controller on the same level as the rest of the blocks. So this one, or, you know, at least, it can't be above the level of this, so since this is only one level high, it has to be on the bottom. And these sear tanks, they don't influence the height at all, they are just refillers, so yeah. And lower you have the height, less space you have to smelt stuff. And since this is 3 blocks high, you have a lot more space to smelt stuff. You know, you can smelt, I think, 27 at a time, 27 ingots at a time, so that's actually really good. And yeah, so if I make this 1 block higher, and I'm not going to do it now, but if you make it 1 block higher in general, then it will give you more space. So yeah, now we're off that, and we're done with the smeltery for now. Now we're going to get into this stuff. Now, I labeled all of them, so it's easy to tell. So, let's start with the stencil table. And the stencil table is basically a place where you carve all your stencils, patterns, stuff like that. And you start with a blank pattern, which is crafted by 2 sticks in a diagonal fashion like that, and 2 planks of any sort in a diagonal fashion like that. And that gives you 4 blank patterns. Now, I have 64 in here, so there are, I think, 26, I haven't really counted these, but 26 patterns, and I would recommend making them all, because these will all be useful in the future. But basically, you just you just press your stencil, and then it will create it for you, like, you know, pan, tool rod, binding cast, and these you'll need in the future, actually, in a little bit. So I am actually going to get rid of those, because I already have those. Oh yeah, by the way, to craft a stencil table, you need to put a blank pattern, which you already know how to craft. Above that, and where's stencil table? Wow, lost it. And then you need a oak wood plank right there. And, what's this? Stencil table, but a slab. Cool. Anyway, this is your pattern chest, and I think I have most of the patterns here, if not all of them, and we will be using these in a little bit. So, we're going to need the stone for a future thing coming up. Oh, and by the way, here's craft pattern chest. You need 1 chest and 1 blank pattern, and that gives you pattern chest. And it's not really a full block, it's like a chest, but like a height of a chest. So you can see like a little bit through it, you know. Anyway, now onto the part builder. The part builder, you'll need this. So to start with this is how you make, this is the first step into making casts. And if you want, just stone tools in Tinker's Construct. So this is how you make a stone, you put the pattern here, and it takes how much of the material it says. You know, the material cost is 3 right there. So it's going to take 3 stone if I take that stone rod. And it's going to take another 3 stone. So I just took 6 stone total. And I made 2 stone tough rods. Now with that, it will tell you, if you put the stone in here, you know, it will tell you the base durability is 131. Handle modifier, don't know exactly what that is. Mining speed tells you how fast if you're going to make a pickaxe out of this, or a shovel, or an axe out of this. It tells you how fast it mines. And mine level is iron, so it can mine up to iron stuff. And attack is 1.5 hearts if you make, yeah, just 1.5 hearts. So now with this stone tough rod, I don't really have a use for this, so I'm gonna put that in there. But I do have use for this. So to get started with casts, and these are casts by the way, these are how you make the more advanced stuff with Tinker's Construct and start to make the great weapons that I will show you later on in the video. So to make the cast, you need 81 of these stencils, make a stone version of it, so if I can make a sword blade pattern. Actually, I'm going to make a pickaxe stuff. So for pickaxe, I'm going to need a pickaxe head. I'm going to need, what else? I'm going to need, I think, a tool rod. Yes, and then, oh, forgot to mention, these are stone shards. These are worth 0.5 materials, so if this is actually 0.5 material, so that's why you get stone shard. It just replaces the gap. So yeah, and then you can make it again, you know, if you don't have stone, you just make another stone shard, and yeah, you get another stone tool rod. Now I'm keep that in there, and then also I need a binding pattern, and then I'm going to take that, and material is only 0.5, so yeah. And that's how you make it like that. Sweet, now I'm taking that out. And now, let's make the cast for these. And then, I already set this up. To make a cast, you need molten aluminum brass. And to make molten aluminum brass, you're gonna need, doesn't show it here? You're gonna need to combine, what was that? I think it's 3 aluminum and 1 copper. Yes, that's right. 3 aluminum ore or ingots. I think actually you can only do ore. So 3 aluminum ore and 1 copper ingot or ore, because there is a copper ingot too. Now to make the cast, you take this in your inventory and you right click onto here. Then you right click the drain and it fills all around the pickaxe with a cast, brass cast. And now you have a pickaxe head cast. And it tells you material of that if you're going to put any materials in that. So if I was going to make, you know, just for fun, oh, I can't. I can't make aluminum brass. Cool. Okay then. And then stone tool, is this stone tool rod? Yes, it's stone tool rod. And then now I have the cast for that. And then now, I'm going to put that there just for organization. I lost it. That's great. So yeah, I'm going to get a new one then. Give me a second. Okay. So part builder, this is why the pattern chest is helpful. All your patterns are right here. So what did I lose? Binding pattern. So I'm going to take another one of those and realize I didn't have to use stone. I could have just used the stone shards, but whatever. Anyway, take that out. And now, yeah, sorry for that. That's a little setback. But now let's make the stone binding cast. And the stone binding, I forgot the material cost. I think it's 0.5. Is it? Does it not show you anymore? Well, yeah, material cost is 0.5. So yeah, a whole pickaxe would cost in this. It tells you how many ingots it has. A whole pickaxe to make would cost 2 materials. Well, 2 ingots of any type. So I'm gonna make let's see, let's make a cobalt pickaxe. So let's get 2 ingots right there, and let's wait for those to smelt. And the way it smelts, you just shift right click, or you just drag it in here, dragging this thing, and oh, there's a loading bar in my map cursor. Anyway, that's gonna load up, and then once it loads up, it's gonna come here, and you will be able to make your pickaxe thing. And the way to do that, you take the cast, right click on the casting, the casting table, and you just right click once this smelts in. And then I'm also gonna put some manulin in there because this is the strongest ingot so far in the game, I think. And then there's also a thing, no, I'm not gonna get into that right now. So yeah, let's wait for this thing, cobalt. Sweet, cobalt is there now. I have 2 cobalt ingots. Now let's make a pickaxe. So do that. First, you want to make sure whatever material you're making is on the bottom, because that is the material that will come out. So the way to get it on the bottom, you click the material if it's not already at the bottom. So like if I want to get aluminum brass at the bottom, I would click that. But to get cobalt at the bottom, I would click that. And I want cobalt, so let's put that there. And let's do this pretty quickly because oh, never mind, that's manulin. So yeah, this is the cobalt pickaxe head. So let's keep that. Now to make the tool rod, and now solidify, and now you get cobalt tool rod. And I just want to say these look really cool. I love the look of these. These are just so blue, and it's so cool. Now to make the binding thing, I forgot the tool rod actually goes right here. So I think I actually made this wrong in the wrong place. So yeah, now that I already made one of those. Nope. Now this is the last bit of it, and as you can tell, we're out of cobalt, but we have manulin now, which I'm going to put that at the bottom. Now that's solidified, and that makes a cobalt binding, and this leads perfectly into tool forges and tool stations. Tool stations are a less advanced version of a tool forge, and tool forge lets you craft all of these things. You know, these are a lot better things, but to make a tool forge is a lot more expensive. So to make any, You can make different colored tool forges too. You just need 3 seared brick, a tool station, which is actually crafted. It's actually in here somewhere. Tool station is a crafting station in a blank pattern. To make crafting station, just put a crafting table in a crafting bench area, and then it'll give you a tool crafting table. Now tool forge, yeah, more advanced version, except let's go with tool station, because tool station lets you craft your basic tools plus these things, you know, like a rapier, a long sword, a dagger, a short bow, which is just a regular bow. It's just, yeah, and a javelin, arrows, and throwing knives. Oh, and you can't forget the frying pan. Come on, you gotta have your eggs somewhere. And then there's your hatchet, chopping tool, effective on wood and leaves. You can just make an axe if you really wanted to. Wait, oh, that is the axe. Okay, and a mattock. Mattock? What? Okay. It's a good farming tool, I guess. Now, I'm gonna make the pickaxe right now, except I am gonna make it into tool forge because I just like this a little better. So let's make a pickaxe, and to make that, you just put the items where they belong. You can put it in the wrong slot, but I wouldn't. It just wouldn't work. Let's name this Pie's Pick, if I can type. And now it tells you, it just gives the item. And now if you, nope, okay, that's something else. So now you get a pickaxe reinforced too. And to name your pickaxe, you have to name it while you're making it, because I tried renaming it. If I would make it like blah blah, it will actually not rename itself for some reason. I don't know why that's the case, but that's the case for this. So let's just get rid of that. And now get rid of the name. Nope. Okay. So now you need to make this stronger. You need modifiers, and modifiers. I'm actually going to show you this chest right now. Not the chest. This, and this is all the books you get in Tinker's Construct. And you start with this book, and then you increase into this book, then this book, then this book. But these books aren't really most necessary. I always go with these 3 books because those are in the earlier version of Tinker's Construct also. Plus, once you open this book, the first one, you get an achievement. So now modifiers is what I want to get to. So modifiers, are they in here? Nope, they're not in here. They're in, I think, yep, they're right here. So these are modifiers. And by the way, this explains all the actual items and stuff, and how to make them, what are they good for, stuff like that. And then, yeah, a lot of stuff. And then it shows you, also tells you the materials of, like, all of this. So, like, flint tells you everything about it. You can make flint shards, flint tool rods, stuff like that. Cactus. I was pretty surprised at cactus. You can make tools out of cactus. And that's pretty cool, actually. So you can make a bunch of tools, and weird tools, too. And paper tools. This is kind of weird to me, but alright, paper mache, I guess. Anyway, so now let's scroll to, wow, I forgot the name of this, modifiers. Modifiers are basically things you can add to your tools to make them better. So this tool has reinforced too, but if you want to make this tool better, you put it in this slot, and you see these things, you can add modifiers to it. So I'm going to keep that tool in there, and then I'm going to look up some modifiers. So, oh, by the way, you only get a certain amount of modifiers per thing. So this pick has 3 modifiers, and yeah. So let's look up some modifiers, some useful ones. For a pickaxe, I would go for a luck modifier, and to make a luck modifier, I think, no, this is speed. Also, I recommend speed too. Speed's a really good one to have. Now, a luck modifier is lapis. So you're going to need a bunch of lapis for that. And then sharpness is for more weapons. If you want to like add fire aspect to your weapons, because you cannot enchant any tools in Tinker's Construct, so you just use modifiers to make them better. And then these, I don't really know what they are. And this, oh, this helps with durability, obsidian plate. Piston makes it have knockback, stuff like that. Ender Pearl, I don't know what this does. And yeah, these are just a bunch of other modifiers. Anyway, the ones we're going for are the luck one and speed one. Speed? Or speed? Yeah, there we go. So to do this, you're going to need a lot of lapis. So let's get a stack, and let's get a stack of redstone blocks also while we're at it. And now we're going to use a lot of modifiers for this. So we have that. The best way to do it fast, you split these items up, and then you just take it. So you get haste, and now you just keep doing it. I think, what? Can I not do any more? Yeah, I can do more. Okay, so then that, okay. I can add 1 block of redstone right there. Oh, and by the way, this tells you if you surpass this limit, it says 45 out of 50, you use another modifier to make it hastier. So, Now the mining speed, it was 14, now it's 17.6. Now we'll try this pickaxe out in a little bit. But let's start with lapis now. So, let's add some luck to this. And this is a much bigger number. It's 450, so we're going to do this for quite a bit. So, well, it shouldn't take that long because we're splitting up the work. So, yep, it's getting there. Yeah, it's in the hundreds right now. So, let's just keep doing this for a little bit. And then we'll see how much luck it gets. Because luck is basically the equivalent of fortune. Because, you know, you can't enchant anything. So, yeah. And, geez, we're using a lot of these lapis blocks. Like, we've used almost the whole stack. Now, we're getting closer to, okay, 450. And then, if I do it again, I use another modifier. But, for some reason, I can't do it again. So, that's fine. Now, I'm going to transfer this redstone block and into a block of redstone. So, let's go into survival for this. Because then I can have access to that. Game mode S. And then I'm just going to put 5 redstone, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, into the tool forge. So, because you need 5 more redstone for that. So, that zombie wants my face, and I don't want its face. Anyway, okay, it has fortune 3, and then now, after I add this last one, I have one more modifier remaining, so I would want to use it on more durability, because cobalt doesn't have the most durability. It has alright durability, but I would use a diamond on it. So let's use a diamond on it. Why not? And diamond is a whole modifier. You don't need to add a bunch of diamonds. Just add 1 diamond, and then you'll be fine. And now you have durability plus 500. So now the total durability is 1,900, which is still less than diamond pickaxe, I believe, but the mining speed is 18, and it has a lot of fortune. So let's actually try this out. Let's just go down here, and then let's go into survival, game mode S, and check it out. This is pretty fast. This is great for mining, actually. And then we're actually going to test out some diamond ore and then some lapis and see how much we get. Yeah, this is the fast pickaxe. I approve of this. So let's go back in game mode C. Let's go up to above ground and not hit my head so many times. And yeah, I used, wow, durability is like 99 out of 100. I don't think that's right, but anyway. Let's find some diamond ore. Yeah, diamond ore. Let's place this down right here, and let's go in survival mode. Except difficulty 0 for now because I don't want any creepers raining on my parade. So let's mine this. Oh wow, we're getting a bunch of diamonds from this. Okay, so we placed like maybe 5, 6 diamond ores. I think it was 5. We got 13 diamonds from that. That's pretty great. So I'm just saying, you know, this fortune thing might actually be better than actual fortune 3 in Minecraft enchantments. And you usually can add more to this. You can add more lapis to this. It should work, but what do you gotta do? Interesting. So oh, maybe it is I don't know, some weird durability thing is going on, but whatever. That's fine. Now, these books, I want to get into these books. So, actually, I want to get rid of this stuff. Let me just get rid of that. And we don't need these stone shards anymore because we already proved the point of how to make casts. And now, we're going to get rid of that. And now, these books. These books will actually be pretty handy. So, these are the starter recipes. If you ever want to, like, recover these recipes, like blank pattern, stencil table, and stuff like that, then you can just go back into here and just, yeah. And drying rack, I really don't know what a drying rack is, but yeah. And also Tinker's Construct adds these oreberry bushes, and these are actually really handy. Berry, nope, okay. Let's see, can I find them in here? I think they're actually in Tinker's Construct, equipment, blocks, maybe, yep. Oreberries, so these will actually grow stuff. So, like, if I place these down, for some reason you can't place certain things down on certain things, but one really good bush to place down is essence berries, because once you get these to full growth, and by the way, I don't think you can bone meal these. Let me actually try that right now. Once you get these to full growth, why can I not find a bone meal? Where is it? Bone meal, okay, there you go. Yeah, you cannot bone meal these. So once they get the full growth, you actually harvest them for XP berries. When you get berries and when you right click them, you get XP. And that's a really handy bush because you can make a giant farm of these. You just have to find them in caves and you'll be all set on XP for like a long time. And if you have the advanced enchantment mod, then you're pretty much set. So yeah, those are the oreberry bushes in a nutshell. And now back into these books. So this, getting started, recipes, armor modifiers, stuff like that. You know, just scroll through the whole book. You can read some of it if you want. And by the way, to make seared brick, this is really important. you're gonna need seared bricks, and to make seared bricks, you need grout, and to make grout, you need sand, gravel, and clay, and you get 2 grout if you combine that and just a crafting GUI in general. Then you smelt the grout to get 1 seared brick, and then you make all these seared smeltery controllers, stuff like that, and then you need whatever you need for smeltery. And I don't know what this is, but yeah, these are just other stuff. Actually, I do know what these are. These I'll get into in a little bit, actually. And this is good because this tells you about the materials, the swords, stuff like that, all the items, and it tells you the modifiers, this is actually a really useful book. I use this one the most in just any mod pack I use it with. And this tells you what you need for a smeltery, actually. So this will cover that anyway. And yeah. And anything else? Yes, this is very important. To make special types of ingots, you need to combine ingots. So bronze isn't the best, but it's not the worst either. You make that with copper 3 and tin 1, and you combine that into a smeltery right here, and then you get that. So the one I made was actually aluminum brass, 3 aluminum and 1 copper. That gets you, I think maybe, I forgot how much it gets you. I think it gives you 1 aluminum brass, maybe 2 or 3. And manulin, this is the best, I think the best ingot material in Tinker's Construct. 2 cobalt and 2 ardite, and those are also really good materials too. They have the highest mining level. I think it's a mine level 4 that can mine themselves, actually. You know, a diamond pickaxe cannot mine cobalt and ardite, so just keep that in mind. Remember that. And aluminite, aluminite's alright. It's good. It's expensive though, so I don't recommend making it. And pig iron is also pretty good, except blood is kind of weird to make. You have to actually damage yourself while in the smeltery. So if I like spawn a mob in here, let's say skeleton, and I can't because it's in survival, and I damage it in here, I think, yep, there's blood. Now blood's in the smeltery, and there is MB, I don't know what that stands for, but there's a bunch of it. So if we spawn a bunch of skeletons and just like demolish them in here, you'll get a lot of blood flowing up in here. So let's just do this for a little bit and see how much blood we can pile up. Yeah, okay. And then, oops, broke the smeltery. That's not supposed to happen. There. Now everything restores back. And I'm actually going to get a sword to do this, so I don't actually break any blocks. So let's get a diamond sword. And then keep fighting skeletons. And then, the way you get blood, actually, I'm going to be in like more general terms. Damage any entity while in the smeltery. So if you actually take fall damage in here, you will get blood in here. So 360 now. That's pretty good, I'm probably guessing. Anyway, so yeah, you can make that, you can make pig iron from that, and let's get rid of that, and get rid of that. So now, the Diary of a Tinkerer, I don't recommend reading all of this. If you want to read all of this for fun, you can. And Tinker's Weaponry, this is alright, you can read this if you like, but I don't think it's that useful. These 3 books are the most useful. Materials and You, Volume 1, Volume 2, and Mighty Smelting. So let's get rid of these now. And now let's get into some special armors types. So these are Traveler's Goggles, Traveler's Vest, Traveler's Wings, and Traveler's Boots. Now these all go on you, you do it at the same time. And the thing with Traveler's Goggles, you can press Z or whatever key you assign to it, and you can zoom in. I know you can always use the Optifine mod and stuff to zoom in, which I don't have installed right now. I can't show you that, but sorry there. You can combine the Optifine zoom and the goggle zoom, which can be really useful. Now go on to Traveler's Vest. This allows you to have the ability, oh by the way, I'm just going to explain this now. Traveler's Wings give you a high jump so you can just jump higher and you don't take any fall damage. I don't believe so. Let me actually like go into survival mode and test this out. So we fall from here. We take some fall damage, but that's fine. Now Swift Swim, this is what Traveler's Vest does. You can swim a lot faster, like insanely faster, like, but you're a little bit slippery on your movements, like you can't stop as much. It's like you're on ice, but you're not. And then this Traveler's Boots have an ability called High Step, where you don't have to jump actually to get in a higher block. So if you're gonna climb up this sand right here, you just jump up it. I'm not even pressing the space bar. Like I'm literally just pressing the button. By the way, oreberry bushes, do not step on them. They will damage you. Only half heart per damage though. Yeah. So yeah, you just step up these, this, yep. And yeah, I find that ability really cool. And every time you actually step up, you use durability. So I think you do. Or is it? Do you not? I don't believe so. But anyway, yeah. And that zombie's coming after me. So let's go into creative mode. And Traveler's Wings, High Jump, Swift Swim, and Toggle abilities. I don't really get what the abilities are, but beats me. Don't know what they are. And if you want to know, these all actually give you full protection. So if you want to replace this with your diamond armor, you can do that. And by the way, to make Traveler's Boots, you have to look into the books for that. So I think that is Tinker's Weaponry. I don't remember actually. I think maybe it is in here. Is it? I'm not completely sure. Yeah, materials new. Maybe it's in here. But yeah, there are things that covers how to make this and stuff. I think maybe it's in here. I don't know if it's in here or not actually. It's in one of these books. I know that. Armor modifiers. There we go. It's in this book, I think. Yeah, tells you how to make them, and you don't need a crafting table for any one of these actually, except for this one actually. You need it for angel wings. Angel wings. No, these just high jump wings or something like that. And yeah, that's about it for that side. And now, if you just for fun, I'm gonna test out a bunch of these on spiders, a bunch of these weapons. So let's get into this. And Tinker's Construct Weaponry. This is a little interesting to explain. So the way you make this, if you haven't noticed in the tool fork, you can make throwing knives, javelins, shurikens, crossbow, and bolts. These have certain stacks. So this has a stack of 300. So if you toss these, I'm actually gonna go into survival for this. So game mode S. You toss these, the number goes down right there, and then you can just keep tossing them. Time set 0, time set 0, and you can just keep tossing them. And by the way, your crosshair changes too, depending on what weapon you use. So yeah, and you just keep throwing them, and yeah. So that's how the shurikens work. Shurikens. I don't know how to say it too much. And now the javelins work in a similar way, actually kind of the same way, and the throwing knives work in the same way too. So let's go into survival, and you just have to right click, and then javelin will automatically throw itself. Just right click once, and then the crosshair will expand, and you throw it. And these are collectible, by the way, so I can collect all of these, but you have to have the actual thing in your weapon in your inventory because it has a special stacking technique thing. And to these, you hold down right click to get a special crosshair that's zoomed in and maxed out the most, and you can just throw it. You just throw it like that, and it makes a glass breaking noise, but it's not actually breaking. Don't worry. And just keep throwing this however you want. Like you can't spam it though. That's unfortunate, but you know it is fun to mess around with. Just shoot javelins at people, and it does show you the attack damage. So 6 attack damage, 3 hearts, 4 attack damage, 2 hearts. So that's all right. So let's test this on some spider. That spider. Oh, that was terrible. That was so terrible. Now the spider's after me. Oh, 2-shot. Not bad. Let's try the throwing knife. So let's throw that at that. Throw it. 2-shot. Not bad. Let's try some other weapons, because why not? This is actually a pretty fun mod to mess around with if you're in creative. So let's try out the shurikens. Yes, the shurikens, we have to try it out. And then let's try out a cobalt crossbow and a regular pig iron longbow and short bow. No, let's pick a steel short bow. Why not? And anything else? Glass arrows. Wow, those are 10 attack damage. That's pretty insane. Can I throw these? No, I can't throw these, but I can use them as weapons. And by the way, when you shoot this bow, it changes into a special crosshair that gives you really zoomed in. And if you combine it with your armor goggles, you know, like this. Well, actually you can't combine it, but that's fine. Now, let's try this out with some spiders, because this should be fun. Game mode S. Okay, let's try shurikens first. 4. Okay, 4 hits kill that. That's alright. Now the cobalt crossbow. I really don't recommend using the crossbow. Forgot to grab some bolts. The crossbow takes forever to load up, and it's just not the best weapon to use. It's good to have around though, if you want to like just have it around in general. But yeah, it's good for show. It's good for show, so I'll just use it for that. But let's grab some crossbolts, and now the spider is gone. Okay. And now we're ready. Shoot. See, now look how long this takes. This takes forever. You should have to keep backing up, and then it's a 2-shot. It's not the best weapon to use. If you're in a big crowd of mobs, not the best thing to use. But now, let's use this longbow, and then let's stretch back, and... Wow, okay. And now this is an alright weapon to use. It takes forever to load up, but... Really? Doesn't kill it yet? Okay. Okay. Shuriken time. Get out. Okay, now the steel short bow. Let's try short bows out, and let's see. This one takes a longer drawback time. I don't think it does as much damage though. God, and Shurikens. Now, I'm curious. Does this glass actually do 10 attack damage by hitting them? So let's try that. Or is it just does a half heart? Yeah, it does half a heart. So let's just use Shurikens on this thing and get rid of it. And I'm gonna eat the spider eye because I have no food. So yeah, that is basically the weapons of Tinker's Construct, and that is basically the whole Tinker's Construct mod. I really did enjoy this mod. I use this mod on a special mod pack called the Minecraft mod pack, and I'm not actually doing a series on it, but I may start doing a series on it, guys, because just casually playing through it, because it has some really cool mods. Or I might just play through some mods I like in there. I might just put on a 1.7 world, but I am having trouble with NEI working. I don't know why that is the case, but yeah, tell me if you guys enjoyed this mod review and you want me to do more. I'm thinking of actually doing a mod review Fridays and mod review Mondays thing, and just doing a mod review every Monday and Friday if I can, for the summertime at least, because I am kind of busy on the school year because I'm in school. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this mod review, and if I can find it, I'll leave a Minecraft forums link to the Tinker's Construct mod thread on Minecraft forums if it has one. And yeah, and this is perfect time to show you. This is the essence berries, and let's go into survival for this. If you use it, you gain levels. It's really cool, and I'm just gonna kill myself, you know, because yeah, why not? And oh, didn't set my spawn point. Oh well, perfect time to end off the mod review. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to download the mod. I will leave a download link in the description below. And you do need one other thing called Mantle, the mod that helps Tinker's Construct run with this. And you're going to need that to also install it. And you're going to need 1.7.10 Forge. The latest version, but is not the most recommended, but you can do the latest version if you want. A recommended version of 1.7.10 Forge is recommended. And the mod I use for all the crafting recipes, if you're wondering, is called Craft Guide, because I couldn't use NEI, so yeah, I use Craft Guide. This is another 1.7.10 mod. It's actually really cool. You can use it on servers, stuff like that, and it's good to have. I'll leave a description to that too if you guys want that. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you guys have a great day, and see you guys later. Goodbye.